Determined divas of destiny. You're in the hands of good company. You're gonna be who God says you'll be. You are our number one priority. Determined divas of destiny.
Good evening, my determined divas of destiny, and welcome back to Rudy Radio, powered by Strong Island Entertainment. I hope everybody is feeling well. We have the end of summer, and today was absolutely beautiful here on Long Island. And I am extremely excited because I have a young lady in my seat next to me that has so much information that you guys better get a pen and a piece of paper so you can write some stuff down. Before I introduce you to my guests, I have to do some real crazy shout outs. First of all, shout out to Joseph A. Slinger Haskell Funeral Service. He is my first sponsor. Yay, Joe! And he is located at 155 Sunrise Highway, Amityville, New York. His number is 631 842 2788 and se habla español. Unfortunately, especially in Amityville, my condolences to Josiah Lowe. I remember him as a little boy and growing up to a great young man. My condolences to his family. We lost a great one in Amityville, and he will be missed. And going forward, would also like to give you some information. Saturday, if you have nothing to do, we have two events. One I will be hosting, and I'll give you that information a little bit later on. The second one is at Bishu, which is in Lindenhurst on Wellwood Avenue. Bread of Life World Outreach Center will have an afternoon of comedy. It is $55 for the tickets, and for more information, please call the church office at 631-253-2117. You know, here at Determined Divas of Destiny, we want to encourage, we want to empower, we want to inspire and motivate. And that is exactly what my guests will do. I want to welcome to the table Queen Hustle V. Victoria, welcome to the table this evening.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I am excited because I'll be working with this young lady on Saturday, Got Curl 2.0 event. And that's going to be at the African American Museum in Hempstead. But I'm going to let her give you a little more information about that. Victoria does a lot of stuff. I had to take a deep breath because I didn't know where to start first. And I'm going to let her tell you about the things that she does. As an entrepreneur, you want to listen real closely because nobody hustles like this lady hustles.
Thank you, Yvonne.
And she's going to give you some tips. So if you listen, you can get some information. Also, 516-945-9099. That is our call-in number. If you have questions, please call 516-945-9099. My phone is off. Do not Facebook send me nothing because I'm not going to answer you. My phone is off. Call the station. Once again, 516-945-9099. Without further ado, Victoria, once again, welcome.
Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you for having me. Well, the Got Girl Expo started really now 2 years already. It's been, the first expo was last year. I created it mainly because I had friends who happened to have kids that were mixed, meaning the mother was white and the father was black. So their kids obviously had a different kind of texture hair than their mom, and they didn't really know what to do or products they should use. It was kind of trial and error. On top of myself, I mean, I grew up, I have an older sister, and we both have the same parents, but we have two different textured hair. So I definitely knew the struggle, you know, buying two sets of products because one product doesn't do the same thing you need to do for one of the children. So me having my own daughters, I kind of had to figure it out as well. So from that, I was like, on Long Island, where do we go
Right.
other than Sally's or our local beauty supply store?
Lucky 10.
Yeah, but you have to buy the products first.
Right.
And then figure out if it works or not, and then buy the next one to see if that
Right.
works. So I said, you know what, we need to have our own right here in Long Island. So that's how I came up with it. And really, I hit the ground running, and I got sponsors and tons of vendors. There's tons of talent right here on Long Island, which never
Very true.
ceases to amaze me, who reached out to me, and the rest is history.
Well, I know last year I went, there was Young Living Oils. I'm a distributor of that. So my distributor asked me if I would come just to see how he would do an event. Hi, Deacon Charles Haynes. How you would do an event, how you set it up. And I went, and of course, I did the, hey, everybody, it's Yvonne, the Motivated Man from Determined Divas of Destiny. And I was going through the whole room. And I mean, it was vendors on top of vendors on top of vendors of top of vendors. I was able to get henna for $5. I hope she's back this year.
Yes, she is.
Okay, good, because I want my henna. And the food, I met Tanika Whitaker from Tanika Eats. That girl's food was so good. All I could do was talk about it until I had her on my show. And I still say she's one of the best caterers ever. There was just so many, too many to mention, but it was vendors on top of vendors, so much information. Every booth I went to, whether it was lip gloss by April Smith, she was talking about how she started her lip gloss line, or Bree Wu, who was talking about how she started her natural hair care products. This event is epic as far as African American hair on Long Island. This is the first of its kind. You know, we have Paramount does a show every year, but that's not specifically for our hair. And like you said, our hair is very, very, very different, and it has many textures because I have 3 myself on one head. So there's more than one product I have to use. And now that I'm gray, I can't even dye anymore because, my Anglo ancestors have come out to play. My hair was natural. I did throw some lye in it because I ain't gonna lie, I needed to, deal with it. But I'm trying to go back natural again because it's just easier, and I just like the way it looks. So I'm excited about Saturday. I contacted you, say, hey, you got a host? You was like, no, can I be it? You said, sure. So I'm just really happy to be there. I want you guys to come out. Victoria, tell us time, date, and location.
Sure. It's this Saturday, September 28th. It's from 12 to 4 p.m. at the African American Museum in Hempstead, New York. There's municipal parking across the street. It's free on Saturdays, so there's no excuse. If not, if you can't drive, you can always take the Long Island Railroad. It's less than a block up the street from the Hempstead stop. So I want you guys all to come, show up, show out. There'll be some amazing talent there, vendors, hair specialists, makeup, skin. I mean, it started just as hair, but it's kind of evolved into your whole body, your diet, your makeup, your clothing, handbags. We'll have a little bit of it all. The main concentration, of course, is still our roots are still in the hair, but we're celebrating Black culture on Saturday.
And if you didn't know, Queen V is part of the Determined Divas of Destiny Facebook group. And I've been trying to get y'all together to do a meet and greet. Now, this would be the perfect place to do it. So all of the Determined Divas of Destiny Facebook group members, please hit me up and let me know that you're going to support one of your own. This is what I've been trying to get you guys to understand. Support, collaborate, and just do great work. Every Saturday, I do Small Business Saturdays, and I ask all of the ladies in the group to drop their links so we know whose business is doing what.
Right.
Not Saturday yet has anyone dropped their business links.
Well, I will drop all of my links.
Then I won't have any room because this lady got a lot of links. So Saturday is Small Business Saturday. Come out to the event. We'll do a Determined Divas of Destiny meet and greet. I will be somewhere in the room. You will see me. Get my attention. If you've never met me and you're looking at that picture, trust and believe I'm gray now. So just look for the glasses because the hair color is different. But I want you guys to come out, and before you come at 8 to 9 a.m., I want you to drop your business links. I don't want you to say, oh, well, I was late because I had to drop my business link. No, between 8 and 9, all of my Determined Divas of Destiny that are in the Facebook group, and if you're not in the group, please go and join it. Drop your link. We want to collaborate. We do so much more together than we do alone.
That's so right. And even the vendors that are going to be there, I told them, make sure you bring enough business cards that you can walk around to the other tables and network, because there's going to be small business owners just like you. You never know when you can collaborate with someone. So
Absolutely. How I met Victoria is that there was a networking event that was going on in Farmingdale. And I had never been to this part of Farmingdale, and I'm driving past and I'm like, no, this can't be it. It can't be it. It can't be it. And then I saw, you guys know my running buddy, my road dog, April Smith, standing outside, and I was like, okay, so this must be it. I go inside, and of course, I meet Victoria, and I met another young lady she had there who's giving information about being an influencer, and then other women that were there that was doing other great stuff. So we were all in one room doing really, really great stuff, and I can't even tell you how good that feeling is, because you don't want to be a Lone Ranger out here. I mean, maybe some people do, but I don't want to sit at a lavish table with really good food and just be
myself.
sitting there eating and saying, sucks being you can't get this chicken wing. I want all of us to be around the table eating, drinking, listening to music, laughing, and having a good time. So as entrepreneurs, if we all link up together, there's enough money out there for all of us, even if we do the same thing. I'm friends with other motivational speakers. We're all coming up off the ground together. We're not fighting because one person is a motivational speaker and the other one is too. We have different styles. We do different things. So we all need to link arms together. That's what Saturday really is about, coming together for a common cause and just rocking it, you know? Mm-hmm. So tell me, Victoria, all that other good stuff you do, and that's why they call her Queen Hustle.
Well, I have a couple other business ventures. I run a virtual assistant agency where I link small business owners with people who work virtually to help them with everything from bookkeeping, tax, outsourcing their operations, outsourcing financial advisors, things like that. I also run an influencer management agency in which I manage people of influence, whether they're bloggers or YouTubers, getting them to get sponsors, get brands to notice them, and then forming that collaborative relationship and getting them paid for what they do.
She's helping me.
And how that started was myself. I always shared information, food, places, businesses that I loved, and I met someone who was an influencer, and she said, you know, you're a micro influencer. And I said, I am? I didn't know that. She said, yes, you are. She was like, anytime you post anything and you tag a business or a brand and you're sharing that information with your followers and they're commenting that they're going to buy it because you recommended it, you're an influencer. And I
Okay,
said,
before
wow.
you go any further, for all of you YouTubers, Facebookers, and Instagrammers, maybe you need to stop talking about haters, how you hate her, how you hate him, how you didn't like her hair, and you think her car ain't all that, and start going places, tagging those places, having people know what you feel about those places for influence. The reason why I stopped you is because I've told this story over and over and over again. This chick went to Disney World and just paid for airfare. That's it. 7 days, right?
5.
5 days.
With my kids, yeah.
With her children, 3.
No, just the 2 girls.
2. Okay. Oh, the little boy's not yours.
No, he is. He's 2.
So who's that little girl?
The 2 girls.
So
It's
you-
2 girls.
and a little boy?
I have a 2-year-old, but I didn't bring him. He's 2.
Oh, he's staying home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
It's a girls trip.
Oh, okay. So it was her and her 2 daughters, 3 people, 5 days, airfare only. You know why?
VIP treatment.
And VIP treatment. You know why? Because she knows what she's doing. So let's go back. Let's reframe. You go someplace. You talk about the place. You tag the place. And then you share it with other people and you tell them to go. And that's how you start being an influencer. Okay, now, Victoria, take us away to
I
the next
forgot what I was saying.
I'm sorry. I just wanted them to hear that because I'm like, I don't want it to go past that ear.
Yeah.
Because we do it all the time. All the time. I went to Bay Village Kitchen. You guys know that is my spot. I love Bay Village Kitchen. I just love the ambiance of it. I love the way they present their food. I love their staff there. We went Facebook Live, me and my friend, and they came over and gave us a free dessert to share. That's a place you go back to.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
a place you go back to. So we do it all the time. I just did it, you know, so why not get paid or get free product or anything because of you're just doing what you usually do, and that's running your mouth.
Well, you're giving them free advertising if
Right.
you're not getting anything in return. But not to say that just because you tag them or you're sharing their products, they're
Right.
automatically going to reach out to you. You have to kind of build your brand, which I kind of took a step back. So I had already started tagging brands, tagging products, and sharing that with my audience. And I had to take a step back and rebrand my Instagram, rebrand my Facebook. And then I came back and was like, okay, I'm a person of influence. This is why you want to talk to me. Here's my media kit. Here's what I do.
Okay, so you guys got that. Because I know I have to rebrand all of my Facebook, my Instagram, and all of that because it's so antiquated. It was like from early 2000. And for people that don't know, that phone number on there, that's my personal phone number. I don't know what I was thinking
Why are you
back
telling
then.
them that's your personal phone
Because they
number?
know it's out there. They know. So I have to, really take that down, redo it, and make it look more professional. Just so I can get that pull of people looking at my page saying, well, who exactly is she? Funny story, last year at the event, there was a young girl there, Raina Haynes, and Raina has beautiful natural locks, and I took her over to one of the tables and I said, hey, why don't you give her a free product? Let her use it because she's always on YouTube, and then she will talk about your product, have people knowing how great the product is, and the person looked at me and just batted her eyes. She may not know it, but Raina came in number 5 Miss Teen Long Island.
Yes.
Number 5, your product would have went with her
Yeah.
to number 5. So this is how important it is.
Now
when
you got to write a check first,
That's right.
and then she'll maybe talk to you.
Right. And I don't think so. I think somebody already scooped her up. So this is the reason why it's important to make those connections. I'm sorry. Go ahead. There's more she does.
Oh no, I'm not diving too deep. I'm focusing on
Okay.
my brand right now, my
All right.
influencer management, and building myself. Even
Right.
I've been managing people, so I've been having a hard time keeping up with my own stuff. But next year, I'm definitely relaunching myself in a new city. I'll be relocating to the Atlanta area, but I'll be up here every month still.
Okay.
So
And I wish you well. I mean,
Thank you.
I'm going to try to squeeze everything I can out of you before you leave. But how exciting is it to take someone and take and see their vision with them, and then help them get to the place where they're doing what they want to do and being successful in it. Tell us how that feels.
Well, half the battle is really believing in yourself, right? So once you believe in yourself, you can kind of make a team of people that believe in what you do too, and then tell you how to, conceptualize your vision.
Okay.
So a lot of these YouTubers or Instagrammers or influencers, they start with just, I'm doing this because this is what I love to do.
Okay.
And then the money and the sponsorship will come later.
Right.
There's a young man, his name is Kalen. A lot of people know him.
Yes.
And I've been watching
Yes.
Kalen for years.
Honey, what you cooking?
Yes, yes.
Honey, that's not how you cook mac and cheese, baby. I love Kaylin.
Love him. I've been following him since the beginning.
Wow.
Yesterday, I was sitting at my dining room table, and I just so happened, I always try and check in on his page, and I clicked on his page, and yesterday he met Oprah, which is like number 2 on his list.
Right.
He met Beyonce the week before, and now
Right.
he met Oprah.
Yeah.
I sat there and cried like a newborn baby with him.
Because hey, this is what you envisioned,
Yes.
and this is what you did. Because when Ellen tapped in,
Yes,
she was just entertained like we were,
exactly.
and she had him on the
She
show.
saw his gift.
Right.
And from there, I mean, he was a struggling college student.
right.
And he literally left after he graduated. He picked up with everything that he had in a bag and moved to Los Angeles.
To make it happen.
Yeah.
Right, to make it happen. And sometimes you have to really stretch out on faith to get this thing done. And as you said, your gift will make way for you. That's written in the Word. That's written in the Word. So if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's so true.
I tell people, it's so funny. I was talking to some people, and one of them didn't know I had a radio show. And the other 2 people was like, yeah, Yvonne does a lot of stuff. She's this, she's that. And the person was totally unimpressed, but that's okay. I don't want to impress you. And she says, oh, a radio show. And I was like, yes, my gift is in my throat. This is what I do, boo. And her reaction, I took it on the chin and took it like a pro, but I couldn't believe it. She's like, and the reason why, because people aren't used to people understanding what their gift is and being so forward with knowing it and putting it in your face.
Right.
If someone asked me to speak and I said, okay, and they said, well, you have to pay a certain amount. I said, no, honey, I'm Yvonne the Motivated Man. I don't do that. And the person said to me, how dare you say that? And I was like, because I know my gift. Listen, honey, I was getting my butt beat all my life. Yvonne, sit down, shut up. Yvonne, sit down, shut up. I didn't get all the whippings for nothing.
Okay.
I know what my gift is. So if you're just tuning in, you only catching a few minutes of the end of the show, but I'm glad you're here. This is Determined Divas of Destiny on Rudy Radio, powered by Strong Island Entertainment. And the young lady in the chair on the other mic is Queen Hustle V, Victoria Elizabeth Stanton. She is an influencer. She is a producer. She is an all-around hustle mama.
Thank you.
So if people want to access your services, how can they do that?
I'm available, Queen Hustle V, on Facebook, Instagram. I have my website links on there. You can always contact me via Facebook or Instagram, and then obviously through my website.
I have put the number out. I will do it again. You can call in with any questions, 516-945-9099. If you have questions for Queen V or you have questions for the motivator, we would love to hear from you. Again, would love to see all of the Determined Divas Facebook group at the Got Curl 2.0 event, which will be Saturday at the African American Museum in Hempstead. For further information, I'm going to direct you to contact Victoria Elizabeth Stanton directly to get information regarding the event. So, we talked about you being an influencer, virtual assistant. You have so much more.
I do.
She says, I do. She's like, I do. I don't want to say it.
I'm working on a couple other things.
The thing that really, I like that you do the newsletter.
Oh, Macaroni Kid.
Right. Now, the reason why I like that is because all of us do something that we could produce a newsletter and people would be very glad to get the information.
Yes.
So if you're a gentleman, there are some guys that do check in on Determined Divas of Destiny. And let's say you're a rapper. You could do a newsletter about rapping and give certain pointers or either just bring people under your wing. A young man I love to call my nephew, Quentin McCall, his biggest thing is he wants to bring all the rappers in Long Island under one umbrella without all the beefing, all the strifing, and just have a unified Long Island rap group. And I think, Quentin, you should just do a newsletter and just act like it's already happening, and then you'll see it form. If you do art, if you're a mechanic, if you sew, Tamika Jeffers out there in Southampton, you'd be surprised how many people are interested in your information.
Definitely.
We sit back and act like, oh, I just do this. And I know how that feels because I thought I just do this until I was in Penn Station and I heard someone say, Yvonne Mann, Miss Mann, Yvonne Mann. And I'm trying to catch my train and I'm saying to myself, I know I'm hearing stuff because there's nobody in Penn Station that should be calling my name. And I turn around and this woman is running and out of breath and saying Yvonne Mann. And I'm like, yes. She said, I knew it. I knew it by the glasses because I used to wear the black rims. And I was like, yes, honey, hi. She says, I listen to you when I used to be on Church Talk Radio.
Yeah.
She says, I listen to you every Wednesday. And all I could do was hug her because you take time out of your evening just to listen to me. So sometimes we downplay what we do. And that's what I like about you. You don't downplay it. You don't downplay it. I mean, you could have done an event with 2 or 3 vendors. You came out big time last year. I mean, a whole room in a hotel of nothing but folks that had stuff for hair and face and wear and pocketbooks and everything. First, right out the gate. Right out the gate.
Yeah.
So this one, she said, yeah, why not?
Why
But you
not?
see, that's what happens when you understand your gift and you understand where you're going and what you're doing.
Well, I have to be honest. I work in corporate America 9 to 5.
Okay. Yeah, we all do,
So
don't we?
I mean, and I have 3 kids, one of which is 2 years old. So I'm always tired. So I said to myself, if I'm always going to be tired and I already give somebody 8 hours of my day, when I get home, I could give myself 2 hours a day, every day, and maybe make something that I can pass down to my kids and or will take me out of corporate America so I don't need them anymore.
That's right. And I know everyone who has heard me speak about time management.
Time management.
And your 84,600 seconds, 24 hours a day, and how I break it down. You know that she is right on the money with that. For my entrepreneurs, you give yourself an hour to 2 hours every night to work on what you do, and in a year, you will see how many people know it. So, once again, this is Determined Divas of Destiny on Rudy Radio, powered by Strong Island Entertainment. I thank you so much for sitting in with us tonight. If by chance you wanted to call in and you were scared and you didn't ask your question, you can hit me up on Facebook. You can hit Victoria up on Facebook. If you have a business and you want to be a sponsor, please go to determinedivas08@gmail.com. I will send you information about being a sponsor. And on my show, you will get at least a 15 to 60 second promo. Once again, thank you for tuning in. And until next time, peace and blessings, good people. Peace and blessings. Victoria, thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Determined divas of destiny. You're in the hands of good company. You're gonna be who God says you'll be. You are our number one priority.